Hey there everybody, it's Tigitar here, and welcome back to another Terraria hardcore video. I'm here working on blasting out a big hole under our base for our mob grinder to have in the future. I've been messing around with our mining speed modifiers since we got our mining pants and mining shirt previously from Undead Miners. I went ahead and bought the mining helmet from the merchant just to test that out. And if we equip that while we have a mining potion on and our ancient chisel, it actually maxes out our mining speed. And it's like ridiculously fast already. I don't know if I've ever had mining speed quite this fast pre-hard mode before. However, if we take off our mining suit, put our molten armor back on, and we put our slice of cake down and eat some cake, there we go. We'll give ourselves the sugar rush buff. That also maxes out our mining speed. So this way we can actually clean up the rest of these blocks at full speed while still having our higher defense from the molten armor. So it's actually kind of nice that we can still do this while being relatively safe. So I haven't done too much since last episode. Pretty much I just grabbed some dynamite and started blasting out this hole here, and I will show you guys what I'm gonna do here in the middle of it to make it functional. We did manage to pick up a whoopee cushion though. I just actually picked that up a minute or two ago. While I was getting the perimeter lined up, I actually found another little jungle house right on the edge here, and it had a sharpening station in it, so that's kind of nice. We got that for later on. Still haven't found an extractinator though. Check out the size of this water pool that formed from all of the water that basically was just in small pools in this area. I accidentally almost drained our fishing hole that we set up under our base. Let's take a quick break to go catch another bloody manowar real fast. I'm just stopping by to grab a couple bombs from the demo man. Well, dynamite, I guess. Ooh, we can harvest our fire blossom on our way by. I did come by earlier during a full moon and managed to get a nice harvest of our deathweed over here. And I also ran through the desert once or twice with our staff of regrowth. Even though it wasn't raining, I was able to get enough water leaf seeds to finish off our water leaf. Oh, sweet. We got a crimson crate. That's cool. And there's our bloody manowar. That's all we need. And it looks like our angler earring. Aw, man, sweet. Check that out. That means we've got all 3 pieces to our fancy angler tackle bag. That's nice to pick up pretty early on as well. Stocking up on potion fish should not be too hard at all. Okay, and here we go, everybody. I've got it all nice and cleaned up here. Basically, yeah, I'll kind of explain what's going on here. A big open box, so there's no space around us for enemies to spawn. Other than right below us here, there's a big bin here that I built out of stone. And the floor is down here just outside of our vision range where monster spawns start if we're standing at this level here. So into hard mode, it allows us to have a super safe way to grind mobs where they're all isolated in one space, and we should be able to kill them rather easily without very much risk. Here we go. You can kind of even see at this height, we are, I don't know, let's say 3 blocks off of the screen. You can see the skeletons actually spawn when their little heads pop up. You can also see bats spawning down there. So later on we can change out the floor to pearlstone or crimstone or ebonstone, and we can get different monsters to spawn. We can also, on the screen to our left and right, place as many blocks as we want. And as long as they're on the screen, they won't spawn enemies on them. And so we can make a big chunk of crimstone, let's say, and then it'll turn the biome into underground crimson, and all of the monsters that we kill will then drop souls of night. So we can safely acquire many of the items, if not all the items that we really need. Now, this doesn't mean that we're not going to do any world exploring after we beat the Wall of Flesh, but This allows for a safe and easy way to grind certain items should we need it. Sweet. So that is located right below our base, so we'll have easy access to that. We also got another slime banner to add to our collection. I did also happen to pick up a spiked jungle slime banner because a couple were spawning while we were close to the jungle here, and I actually dropped it over at our Plantera arena so that we got that bonus over there. Oh, hey look, Willie just arrived, so let's check out what he's got for us today. Hey, look at that! We finally got Dynasty Wood, and of course the shingles to go along with it. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up, well, maybe 500-ish. That should be fine. We probably won't do any super major projects that require a ton of it. Sweet. We will add that to our blocks collection there. If you notice my inventory, I've picked out a few interesting blocks. I'd like to do a fun little build if we could. We've kind of been neglecting the building part of the series over the last episode or two, you know? And you might say, yeah, well, we got a big sky bridge built last video and the underworld bridge is all done, so that's kind of a lot of building, right? But that's like when you ask your mom, hey mom, can we have a cool bridge? And she's like, no, we have a cool bridge at home. And this is the bridge at home. So I think it would be cool to make a less functional but more fun bridge somewhere over a little pool maybe. And I'm thinking of trying it over that little lake that we fish at next to our forest pylon over here. Right over here. So I think I'm going to get going on that. And while we're at it, work on fishing quests here and there too. I just actually turned one in and we got our angler pants. So that means we've already completed 25 quests on this character. So pretty awesome. We've got our gear pretty well set now actually with that and our tackle bag. We can do some pretty efficient fishing. All right, let's get to it here. Well, one day in, time to take a fishing break. The clownfish, nice and easy. Here we go, we'll go ahead and give it to Sammy. And we got some more crate potions. I'd call it the Electro Bridge. And it looks kind of weird during the blood moon. It looks kind of weird anyway, though. I really went for something different this time. Just with the Gemspark blocks. All bright and glowy, modern looking stuff. I went for a suspension bridge, so the upper part up here is meant to like support the bottom. And so there aren't supports going down from here. Instead, it's anchored to these two tall trees on the left and right sides, which might not actually be that stable, but we'll pretend it is. I've also got a little switch over here hooked up, so we can have the top part flash a little bit. Well, the blood moon is past, so here's what it looks like in the light, along with some painted flamingos and pots down here. So it's kind of fun. Now we got an interesting spot to fish off of when we need to catch our regular surface fish. So that's kind of fun. I think I might want to try one more over towards our oasis next to our desert village over here. Maybe we could do something over this one as well. I don't think I'm going to try and make that one as crazy different as this one though. Also, can't forget about our next quest. Let's see if this pool is big enough. It's super shallow, but it's also pretty wide. I honestly cannot tell if it's like actually got the volume or not. So far so good. We have 2 fish without any junk. Make that 3, so maybe it is. Pretty funny. Oh man, we got a jungle crate even. Oh, it's gotta be big enough for sure. Sweet. Man, this catfish is playing hard to catch here. Ah, there we go, finally. Took us a little bit for that one actually. And our reward is another tackle box. Dang. Oh well. We got a thunderstorm to build in over here. Well, I think I'm kind of liking this. I got our dynasty wood is already put to use here, along with that jungle crate that we caught just a couple minutes ago. Nice little fishing spot now for our oasis here, and I think it turned out pretty cool actually. It's kind of got a cozy feel. We've got our other fishing poles on display here in case we wanted to test out some other lines. I guess it's not actually a bridge after all. It's just a little pier or whatever you call it. And look at that, we got another traveling merchant here to visit us. Bohamus is back again. Think he'll have the extendo grip yet? Let's find out. We can also finish up painting our Electro Bridge here, it looks like. One last flower there, and I think it's good to go now. It's kind of fun. All right, Bohamus, what do you got? No extendo grip. He's got more dynasty wood though. Maybe we'll grab a couple zebra skins since we don't have those. But I think the rest of it he can go ahead and keep. Oh, look at this. It's raining right now. Well, it's actually snowing in the snow biome. So we can harvest our water leaf. I think that's the first time that I've gotten to harvest it from our little farm here. Looks like it's the slime fish for our quest fish for today. And we got a perfect spot to catch it now. Let's test it out. I also brought a couple of our potions that we've got from the angler so far, and I made one sonar potion. So I'm thinking maybe to wrap up this episode, we can do our first actual fishing session rather. And look at that, we got our slime fish on the first try. And an iron crate, we'll take that. Cool. I'm hoping for crates, and well, I guess that's kind of all we can do in the forest, isn't it? You know, it's probably going to be a better idea to jump down to our underground cavern fishing hole for the rest of our potions, because we'll be able to get armored cave fish that way, which are a lot more important than the bass, which we would be catching up on the forest. We can also get some stink fish and make stink potions to throw on our NPCs if we wanted. Oh man, we just got 3 armored cave fish in a row. Oh, we got some steak too. That's nice. Might have to put just a couple blocks up here. That way we don't have to keep dealing with these pesky skeletons and undead miners. Hey, an iron crate. That's what we're looking for. I built this little box because of the skeletons, and first thing is 2 worms spawn on us. Cool, we just got a frog leg too. That could actually be really useful. It can be super helpful for adding mobility as we get into hard mode. Haha. Try and get us now, Skelly Bob. He's clueless, along with the crawdad. Maybe we could make some sort of like obstacle course for the skeleton and the crawdad, and they could have a race to see who could get through. I think the skeleton might be better off because I'm pretty sure he can jump significantly higher than the crawdad can. However, I think the crawdad can, well, I know he can fit through a 2-block gap, and the skeleton can't. A vertical gap, that is. And he may even be able to squeeze through a 1-block in certain circumstances. Ooh, our second golden carp. It's kind of funny watching the mice run by. Oh, sweet, a blue jellyfish. I do like those. Whenever I catch a blue jellyfish, I check in my inventory and make sure that it's further down and to the right than my bait is, because it actually counts as bait. It's only 20%. So sometimes I've caught one and been excited about it and then accidentally used it up as bait right afterwards. So that isn't good. Looks like that's the last of our non-enchanted nightcrawler bait. But we're up to 21 armored cave fish already, so that's not bad at all. We're just about out of our potions. We've used up both crate ones, and there's Probably a minute and a half or so left on our sonar and fishing potions. Got a few crates, which isn't bad. No gold crates yet, though. And another golden carp. Usually I don't get more golden carps than gold crates, so that's kind of interesting. Alright, and that's the last of our potions, it looks like. We got up to 29 armored cavefish. We already have a handful, I think, in here, so... Yeah, we already had 6, so we're up to 35, so that's not a bad supply to get started with, actually. Definitely will be happy with that. Before we forget now, we better go and turn in our slime fish. Also, don't forget to put our armor back on. Alright, what are we gonna get this time? A seaweed planter! No, wait! That's one of my very favorite furniture items. Oh, sweet. I've actually been trying to grind these recently on my main character. Ah, cool. I love these things. Let's put it up here on the balcony. Maybe we can move the little table over one so that the door still works. Oh, look at that. So beautiful. That is amazing. Sweet. Well, that's an awesome way to end this episode, I think. I'm really excited about that. I'm happy with our little build projects that we got today. On top of getting our mob grinder set up and established down here too, so that's great. But yeah, we got our nice little fishing pier or dock, whatever you want to call it, set up here in our next to our desert base. I decided that fishing off of the balcony up here was just a little bit too far to cast, you know. And our lovely Electro Bridge over here. I don't know how well it fits into our world per se, but I'm happy with it. It was fun. Maybe we'll have to add some more colorful futuristic builds in the world, and then it'll blend in a little bit better. Oh wow, I didn't actually realize you could see the lights flashing on the map too. That's kind of cool. This is actually also my first time using these electric, what do you call it? Plasma lamps. So those are cool. I do really like those. With that, I will thank you guys very much for watching. I'm glad with our progress. I hope you enjoyed it. And the song of the episode is going to be Carry Your Flag by Alphaville. So check that out if you would like to. And have a wonderful rest of your day. And thanks you so much for watching.